Good morning, everyone. Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Thursday, December the 7th. Prices overnight saw a two-sided trade as we approached the morning break. However, we've broken out a little bit to the upside. Higher across the board, 3 to 4 better in the corn, 10 to 14 better right now in the beans. Products are higher, up $2 to $3 in a meal, 80 to 90 higher in the oil, and wheat is higher as well, pretty much 3 to 5 cents across all three classes. I think recent rains across Brazil, some of the drier areas of the west central part of the country have been disappointing, and I think likely the reason for the rebound this morning. It's been a frustrating part this whole growing season so far. Extended outlooks continue to show beneficial moisture for areas that need it, only to have these rains be a little bit disappointing when the events actually arrive. While most wheat contracts yesterday did close lower, March Chicago did squeeze out a higher trade, and that marks the 7th consecutive higher close there. Funds are light sellers pretty much across the board yesterday, starting to build a little bit of a short position now in the oil. Got that up to almost 20,000 contracts, which would be the largest short position now in about 6 months. In advance of tomorrow's USDA updates, we did get production estimates this morning from CONAB. They lowered their corn production estimate about 1 million metric tons down to 118.5 million metric tons. That's well below the USDA forecast of 129. In soybeans, they lowered their forecast 2 million metric tons to 160 million metric tons, and that's pretty much very close to the USDA estimate of 163. Later today, we'll get production updates or crop updates on the Argentine crop from the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange. Overnight, we got customs data from China, which showed that they imported 7.9 million metric tons of soybeans in November, probably a little bit lower than expectations. However, they were up 8% from November of a year ago. Year-to-date imports at nearly 90 million metric tons is now up 13% from last year. We also got a slew of monthly export sales data in recent days from the U.S. And Brazil. Brazilian exports for both corn and soybeans just continue to run at record highs for the respective months. Yesterday, China did buy another 372,000 tons of U.S. soft red winter wheat. That brings cumulative purchases this week for this class to 37 million. And that brings total commitments for soft red winter wheat to 145 million bushels. And that matches the USDA forecast for the entire marketing year. So starting to look like the USDA number at 700 million bushels on exports is a bit too low, 15, maybe 25 million. I don't think we'll see this being reflected in tomorrow's USDA updates, but at minimum, we might see a little bit of shifting from other classes into the soft red winter wheat sales. Egypt's in for another wheat tender. No results just yet. However, Russia is providing the cheapest offer at $260 a metric ton on a FOB basis. Weekly export sales data later here this morning. Yesterday's ethanol production did show a big rebound from the previous week, highest in 5 months and running above the pace to reach the USDA forecast. So higher across the board to start, pending the weekly export sales and USDA numbers tomorrow. I would not be surprised to see corn, which failed yesterday at some moving average resistance above the market, to go retest these levels here today, especially if we get a decent export figure. So thank you for listening, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day.